Welcome, everybody. Today, we are going to be talking about tourism. The title of today's lesson is Explore Colombia and Beyond. I'm going to have Paula, if you could read the learning objectives for us.
Yes, sure. By the end of the lesson, students will be able to describe popular tourist destinations, give travel advice, and compare attraction sorry, using key vocabulary related to tourism.
Perfect. Yeah. So, a lesson all about tourism, travel, with a particular focus on Colombia, because Um, we have four students from Colombia and one student from Brazil. But for the student from Brazil, she'll be talking about her home country. So it'll be talking about our own experiences. Um, so we will start with Jorge. If you want to read question one for us and then answer it out loud.
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. Have you ever traveled to another part of Colombia? Where did you go?
Mhm. Yeah, what would you say to the question?
Where did you go?
Yeah, where have you been, Jorge?
Uh, well, I have been traveling many parts of Colombia. Overall, in the Pacific coast, all the Pacific coast. Mm, Tumaco, I'm from Buenaventura, Juan Chaco, Ladrilleros, Chocó, Quibdó, Ismina. Um, a part of this, Eje Cafetero.
The coffee region? Okay.
Yeah, the coffee region, Manizales, Pereira, Armenia. Mm,
Well, so you've been all across the country.
Yeah,
Um,
a little bit. I think that I need to know more about this country because it's a little bit wide.
yeah, wide, long, yeah, all the
Wide and long.
dimensions.
Yeah,
Yeah, we would just say big. Colombia is very big. Yeah, that would be uh, the way we describe it. Yeah, and you can either express I've been to many parts or I've traveled to many parts. So you could say it either way because I heard you kind of
okay.
going back
Thank
and
you.
forth. Yeah, so you can do both of those. Um, Felipe, if you want to read question number two and then answer it for us.
Yeah, sure. What is your favorite place in Colombia to relax or have fun? I love Medellin. I think Medellin is a great city. So I think my favorite place is Medellin.
Okay. And what would you recommend doing in Medellin? Like I've heard they have like the tours where you can learn about like the history and people tell me, oh no, don't do that. So what should I do when I visit Medellin?
Yeah, I think Medellin have many things, many tours, very many things near like Guatapé and other small towns like Cocorná. And inside of the city, there is many cafes, many restaurants, many museums. So there is many things for many taste, for one way to say.
Okay. And so some foreigners do the narco tours where they go and learn the history of Pablo Escobar. So I'm wondering what's your thought on that? Should I do the tour or not?
No, personally, I don't approve that kind of I don't know tourism because that is sad history about our country. So I not agreed with that kind of tourism, but exist and is very popular for foreign people.
Oh, okay. What about you, Paula? What do you think? When I go to Medellin, should I go on the narco tour?
Not at all, no. I hope you don't go to that kind of, uh, how do you say that? Tourist guides or, or trips, because it's not a good part of our history, our Colombian history. So no expense. Please don't promote that kind of tourist.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's kind of like going to Germany and going on like a Nazi tour. Like, it's not what they want to be known for. Um, okay, so let's ask Laura if you want to read question number 3 for us.
Okay, is a foreign tourist asked you for recommendation, where would you send them? Why? Okay, for me, I like it. A place is called Valle del Cocora. It's in the region area, in the coffee region. And it's amazing place for me. The weather, the it's a beautiful land space. You can walk, maybe hiking is a good experience for that. I like it, that place. Other place is in Pereira. It's called Termales de Santa Rosa de Cabal. It's a good experience. It's a natural place. And maybe if you want to go to the beach, I recommend to go to Cartagena. There are a lot of activities for the foreign people make, because Cartagena is a tourist city. It depends on the person. And Medellin is a good place or good city for recommendation, something, because it's a beautiful city. The climate, the weather, the transport, the person, and very kind. It's a good
Yeah, I've
experience.
heard really good things about Cartagena. So Valle de Cocora, is that in Salento?
Yes, it's in Salento. It's located.
Okay. Yeah, I went there, was that like 2 weekends ago, last week? Yeah, it was really nice. We went hiking, so yeah. I would recommend it too. Very good. Very good area. Okay. And then Ana from Brazil. So we'll change the question for you. If you want to read question number 4, Ana.
What are three things tourists should know before the Brazil?
Now, what should we know before visiting your country, Ana?
Uh, I don't know. I think the carnival in Brazil, in Rio de Janeiro, is very good because there are um, many people desfilando. I don't know the word.
Dancing or parading?
So
Parade is like desfile.
yeah, yes, yes. And the um, Bahia, the state Bahia, and because there are peoples that background the Africa
Oh,
of
okay.
Africa, and so much black peoples, and the some women were um, like big days, and the is much different. Is how over time before time in Brazil. So
Okay.
it's so the traditional traditional before the
Yeah. Okay. And unfortunately, your connection is a little like what do you call that? Bad. Like the connection's a little off. So it's a little hard to understand, but I understood Rio de Janeiro for desfile, for parade. Um, and then you also mentioned some other states that are known for having like people of like African descent.
Uh,
So,
we talk about the Bahia. It's
oh,
a
Bahia, yeah.
Bahia. Yeah, it's a city in Brazil too. It's like San Basilio de Palenque aquí, here in Colombia.
Is it like an Afro
Yeah,
descendant? Yeah.
yeah,
Descended. Oh yeah, they can say like this. Yeah.
yeah.
And like there's two ways of saying like we can say like I don't know. Um, or if we want to be more casual, obviously not like at work, but like in a more casual setting, we could say like I don't know, like I don't know. So yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. Yeah, in the United States, like well anyway, yeah, we have different words depending on the culture, but we won't get into that. So vocabulary, we have a couple different vocabulary terms that we're going to see in this reading passage. So Felipe, I'll have you start for us if you want to read the first two.
Yeah, sure. Um, Tourist attraction, a popular place for visitors. And the second one too.
Mhm.
Oh my God. Sight, seeing. I never pronounced that word. Sightseeing. Sound like German or something like that. Visiting interesting places.
Um, Yeah, so sight, like to see, like vision, and then also seeing, like sight, like vision. So putting kind of two words together to indicate like an
Oh,
interesting place to see. Uh, yeah, visiting interesting
sight,
places.
sighting, sighting
Yeah,
something. Okay,
sightseeing.
okay,
Yeah,
great.
okay. Yeah, no. And then let's see, what
Spence,
would be, oh yeah, go ahead.
may I ask you a question
Yeah,
regarding
for
the
sure. Hmm.
when when or where I can use that word? For example, when I travel to another city and I say I'm going to sightseeing some place, or in which
Yeah,
context
so we would typically say like go sightseeing.
I'm going to
Um,
sight.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can use, I don't know, maybe I have to go to, I don't know, Brazil, and I get a sightseeing tour by the city or, or something like that.
yeah, you could also use it as an adjective. So like adjective, like um, I went on a sightseeing tour of Brazil. Yeah. And so that would be like where you see like the key locations, the most popular. So like in Bogota, you know, where the tourist attractions, they're La Candelaria for you know, a lot of them are concentrated there. So if you were to go on a sightseeing tour of Bogota, you would see Plaza de Bolivar, um, yeah, like some of the churches maybe, you know, like historical sites, things like that. Yeah.
But I have a question. That is only for travel, or I can say, I don't know, I went to sightseeing a car or a apartment or something. I am thinking in buy.
Good question. Yeah. So sightseeing is a tourism activity. Um, that yeah, you're not gonna like sightseeing apartments or cars. You're just gonna sightsee when you look at like yeah, tourist attractions.
Oh, okay, 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 okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that's a really good question. Yeah. Okay. We'll do Laura, the next two items.
Hidden gems, a special plate not many people know about. Local cuisine, traditional food from the area.
Mhm. Yeah, what is local cuisine where you're from, Laura? Laura? No?
I don't know, maybe the soup.
What's the soup called?
But
Like is like ajiaco? Is
for
ajiaco?
example, the traditional food is fish, cocoa rice,
Coconut, yeah.
a coconut, right? Yeah, coconut. What do you say, pataco?
Plantain. Yeah.
Plantain.
So
Maybe.
plantain is the plátano, like plátano. People is plantain. And
Okay,
then you're talking
plantain.
about like a patacón, right?
It's typical in the coast area from Colombia.
Are you from the Caribbean or from the Pacific?
I am from what?
Are you from the Caribbean part of Colombia?
I don't understand.
What part of Colombia are you from, Laura?
I'm from Barranquilla in the coast.
Oh, okay, yeah, so the Caribbean or the North.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay, Caribbean. I don't
yeah,
understand that word. Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
So we call it the Caribbean.
Caribbean, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Because yeah, the pronunciation's a little different. Or I'm
Yeah.
from Northern Colombia. Yeah, and we'd often say like the Caribbean region. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so that would be local cuisine, like patacón con algao. Yeah, it's good. Okay. And then this word here, gem, it has the j sound in it. So that's a sound that we don't find in Spanish. J, gem. Yeah. Okay. Let's see, Anna, if you want to read the next two. Anna, you're on mute right now.
Mute.
Let's see. Okay, so it looks like Anna's having some trouble coming off mute. Jorge, if you want to read the next two.
Uh, okay. Historic site. Historic site. A place with historical importance. Breathtaking. Very beautiful or amazing.
Yeah, what is the breathtaking? What do you think that that means?
Mm, uh, oof, well, I don't know, maybe some waterfall. We have a lot of waterfalls in Colombia. Yeah, it's not like Niagara Falls, right? But we have some waterfalls, beautiful waterfalls here in Colombia. In fact, close to Bogota, we have some a little waterfalls. Mm, I think that in 2 hours, 2 hours, close Bogota.
Okay. So yeah, not too far away. Kind of the same distance as like Via de Leyva, it sounds like. Okay. And then Laura suggests for breathtaking locations in Colombia, El Cañón de Chicamocha. Yeah. So I have to look that one up. Breathtaking, it means like it takes your breath away, like you're trying to breathe and you like can't breathe because you're just like so amazed by what you're seeing. That's what breathtaking is referring to. Okay. And then let's see, Anna, are you able to come off mute now, or are you still having trouble? Okay. We'll move on to Paula, if you want to read the last two vocabulary terms.
Yes. Budget traveler, a person who travels with little money. And trip, travel tip, helpful advice for travelers.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so um, the up above, what we asked Anna about Brazil, what should you know? She gave us the travel tip. Go for Carnival in Rio de Janeiro. So that would be like a travel tip. Or like a travel tip might be like, as a tourist, don't ride Transmilenio at nighttime. Like that might be a travel tip for Bogota. Okay, let's do our reading passage. So we're gonna divide it up into sections. So we will have Felipe, you get to start. You get this nice big chunk here.
Okay, sure. A weekend in Villa de Leyva. Last year, I visited Villa de Leyva, a small colonial town just 3 hours from Bogota. It is one of the most beautiful and peaceful places I have ever been to. The town is famous for its huge main plaza, which is one of the largest in Colombia. The white buildings and ancient street make you feel like you are in another time.
What does that mean in another time, Felipe?
Other time is like I don't know, antique, no, old age could be.
Hmm? Yeah, like kind of like time traveling almost.
Yeah, like I don't know, other century, a old century or
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah.
the past century. Okay. And then we'll do Laura, if you want to read the next section.
Okay, I spent the first day walking around, taking photos, and enjoy the calm atmosphere. I visited the Paleontological Dinosaur Museum, where I saw the fossil and ancient animals. That's one lived in the area. Later, I tried Some local cuisines include arepas boyacenses.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Yeah, so I knew that this was going to be a challenging word, but it's an important part of visiting Villa de Leyva, the paleontological dinosaur museum. But I think for you guys, this is a little easier of a word than for someone from a different language background because it's basically the same word in Spanish. Um, just like dinosaur is basically the same word also. Museum, the same word. So you guys get a lot of free vocabulary that like people from like China or Japan or even Germany don't necessarily get the same benefit. Um, let's see. Laura, what is a fossil?
Is animal don't exist anymore. Was an animal who don't exist anymore. He died.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so like the preserved remains of an animal that lived a long time ago. Yeah, we might say like it lived a long time ago, but it's like the remains, like los restos.
I could use the word petrified to describe the fossils.
Yeah,
Spain.
yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be a really good word. Yeah, petrified. Yeah, the petrified. Sometimes like you have like petrified wood. Sometimes you have petrified like dinosaur bones.
Bones.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah. Remains like bones typically.
I have a question with petrified.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe we can use like scared, like I was
Mm-hmm.
petrified with something. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so yeah, it can also be. Yeah. And I think, same as in Spanish, like it's not as common to say it that way, but people would understand that it would be like a way that we would say, like, um, yeah, like kind of frozen with fear, petrified. Okay. Oh, and then arepas boyacenses. Laura, what are these?
What
What is an arepa? Um,
is a typical food for Colombia?
Okay, typical food for Colombia. Can anyone give me a little bit more detail on what an arepa? What is it made of? What does it look like? What does it taste like?
Okay, maybe that's arepas is depend with cheese. There are cheese. I don't know is does arepas put rice? Maybe yes, because it's different in the cost.
Okay,
Rice, depending on the protein, for example, meat, and chicken or chicken, beef or chicken.
yeah. So we have two words. This carne can be either meat or um, carne can be beef. So in English we have kind of two different words. Meat, which could be like chicken or beef or pork. And then carne de res, which is beef. Okay. And what were you going to add, Paula?
Sorry, Spence?
Oh, what is an arepa made of?
arepa. I'm sorry, again, please.
Oh, what is an arepa made of? What is the key ingredient when making an arepa?
¿Cómo se dice masa? Let me search the word because I don't know how to say masa in English. But I guess almost all the arepas you use the same ingredients,
Mm-hmm.
but they have different flavors depending of the region. I guess Laura doesn't try it until now, the arepa boyacense. I just think about it because she don't mention that it's very sweet and have cheese inside and it's very delicious.
Okay.
But I don't know what is the name of the ¿cómo se dice? Del producto, the ingredient, the typical ingredient. Ay, no sé. It's
So my understanding is it's made of corn.
corn. No, I'm
Yeah?
thinking in trigo, but I
Like
don't
corn
remember
flour?
that corn. No, it's wet. I don't
It's
know.
the same.
Wheat
It's
would
the
be
same word we use
Oh
when
my
we
God.
made a pizza. The
Wet, yes.
the main ingredient in the pizza.
Dough?
mm.
I don't know why I think in empanada.
It's different. It's different. It all depends on the region. This is our arepa land in Colombia, right? We can get a lot of combination of arepas.
I confusing, sorry.
Okay.
Arepa
But
de plátano. or,
there's arepa, right?
yeah, arepa de
Yeah.
plátano, arepa de queso.
Okay. And then we have like
Arepa
arepas
boyacense,
rellenas.
rellena,
Yeah,
arepa de
rellena.
huevo.
Arepa de huevo, yeah.
Oh, I think that the difference is the dough, because, for example,
Yeah, so
That's
the
let's look
arepa
at
de
more
dough.
huevo,
common here.
arepa de huevo is like corn.
So this is the word dough. Because I was like, we need some visuals because Spanish isn't going to get us there. So dough is like we take like flour and we mix it with water and it makes like a mass. But if we look at flour, then it's this powder. Flour is the powder. And so we have wheat flour, which is like made from this plant.
Or what is the right name for example, the principal ingredient to the arepa
And corn
is
flour.
with corn basically.
Yeah, corn flour would be like
Could
this.
be white corn or yellow corn.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay. So, but yeah, we if we're gonna visit Colombia, we got to know our arepas, right? And if we're gonna visit Villa de Leyva, we need to know the arepa boyacense. So okay, let's keep going with the reading passage. Let's see. I'll try again with Laura. Are you able to unmute yourself?
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Anna. I meant Anna. Sorry. Uh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hi.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Hi.
Can you read the highlighted portion for us, Laura? Or sorry, Anna. Anna, I keep saying it wrong. Anna, can you read the portion that I have highlighted?
On the second day, I joined a short hike to a high waterfall just outside the town. The view along the way was breathtaking, with green hills and colorful flowers everywhere. At the waterfall, we had a small picnic and took a lot of photos. I also visited a neighbor vineyard where I learned how Colombia wine is made.
Vineyard, yeah. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Anna, have you ever had Colombian wine?
Don't.
No, not yet. Okay. One day you'll have Colombian wine. And then Jorge, if you want to finish the paragraph.
Uh, okay. Okay. If you plan to visit Villa de Leyva, I recommend bringing comfortable shoes, sunscreen, and a camera or smartphone. It's a great place for budget travelers, nature lovers, and anyone who wants a break from the bus city. Where you're visiting for a weekend or staying longer, Villalba is a place you won't forget.
No, having been there, I would agree. Busy. So it's got the Z sound in it. Even though it's an S, it sounds like a Z. Bzz. Yeah,
Thank
busy
you.
city. Okay. And then we have comprehension questions, which may be a little easier for those who know Via de Leyva. But Paula, question number 1.
Okay, Villa de Leyva is close to Bogota. It's around 3 hours by car.
3 hours by car? Yeah, and here 3 hours. Okay. Next one, Felipe, question number 2.
Have many museums. Have antique structure and a big plaza. Plaza, I have a question. Plaza is in Spanish. In English is square?
You could say
Or
square. I would personally say like plaza with a Z sound. Plaza. Yeah.
okay. Great. And I think that's it. And I have many places for arepas, like you said in the yeah.
Yeah, so it's like this, like plaza. Yeah. Yeah, because everything in English, like in Spanish, like you change the sounds for foreign words. In English, we do the same. So, like instead of Colombia, we say like Colombia, uh, Colombia. Yeah. So, like a lot of things get shifted. If you like, meet somebody and you tell them like, I am from Colombia, like they're not going to be like, oh, you said the name of your own country wrong. Like they're not going to do that. But if you meet someone who hasn't been to the country, oftentimes they're going to pronounce it that way. And then a lot of the time they're going to misspell it that way. That's a misspelling. So, misspelling. Okay. And then we will keep going. Laura, question number 3.
What activities did the actor do? He went to museum for saw the fossil. He went to the be- being beloved. Wine, beloved.
Oh, the vineyard, yeah.
Vineyard,
Yeah.
vineyard,
Vineyard.
and went to the wall. What is waterfalls? Right. And go to the picnic.
And he went on a picnic.
Went to a picnic on the what?
Perfect. Okay. And then back to Paula, question number 4.
Okay, what kind of food did the author eat? He eat, no, because it's past. Ate. Arepas boyacenses and wine.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's all.
What did he do to the wine?
Sorry, friends.
What verb do we use? He didn't eat the wine.
Drunk. No sé qué es. Second palabra. Drank.
Okay. Drank. Yeah.
Drank. Wine.
So
Sorry. Drank.
Unfortunately, the most common verbs in English are the most likely to be irregular, whereas the least common verbs are the most likely to follow the rules. So yeah, eat and drink, very irregular verbs. Okay. And last comprehension question, Jorge.
What advice does the author give to future visitors? It's a great place for budget travelers, hike, nature lovers, to do hike. Anyone that want to escape from the city.
Yeah, that's a great escape. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, so obviously you guys already knew a little bit about Via de Leyva, about Colombia, but it looks like you understood the passage. So that is great. And then we have a couple cool down questions. So we will start with Felipe. Question number 1. If you want to read the question out loud and then provide us with an answer.
Sure. What new word did you learn today? I have to read it and write it. I'm sorry, but sightseeing, exactly. I think it's great. It's not so common, so it's great. And the other, I forget it, but for masa.
Flour or dough?
No, dough.
Dough. Okay, dough. So it's like bread before it's been cooked. Okay. Let's see. Laura, question 2.
Okay, what place in Colombia would you recommend to a foreigner?
Foreigner, yeah.
I recommend to the coffee area when Armenia, Pereira, Salento, Finlandia is a beautiful town. Salento too, Pereira, Santa Rosa de Cabal.
Yeah, I visited all of those in the last month. So
And what's your opinion about that place in our country, Spain? Do you think it's a beautiful place or not?
I think it's one of the most beautiful places in Colombia. Yeah. But I will say that I love the Caribbean coast. I think I'm more in love with the Caribbean coast having lived there for 5 months than the coffee region having visited for 4 days.
Perfect, perfect.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Okay. And the final word goes to Jorge. Let's see, which question should I pose?
What what is one thing you want to explore next time to travel? Is that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm, well, it's a little bit complicated for me, right? But I think that I would like to know uh, um, Cañón del Río Güejar. Mm, eh, Many people visit this place, and some friends told me that it's an amazing place, and I would like to know this place soon. I hope.
Okay. Cool. So Cañón del Río Güejar.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So I will see you guys next Monday at the same time. Um, we'll have a new theme. It's like I need to definitely research a little bit about Cañón del Río Güejar to see if that's somewhere that I want to travel. Okay, cool. Thank you guys so much.
Okay.
And looking forward to seeing you next week.
Thank you very much, friends.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank you so
guys.
much.
Have a nice.
Bye.
Bye. Take care of.
Bye.
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 Bye-bye.